Good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here tonight. I have a robust lineup of muscle car entertainment on tap for you tonight. Let's take a look at what we're going to be viewing tonight. We've got a whole list here of items. But before we get into all of that, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. So if you can see my face and hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to make a comment. Please let me know where you're viewing this from. Maybe let me know what your favorite muscle car is, or if you have a muscle car, what that might be. Just make a quick comment so I can know that everything is working properly. Let's see what comments are coming in. BCJ Vids says, "This is great." Well, thank you for checking in. Really appreciate it and glad to know that everything is working properly. So let's go to our first video tonight. This is a show I went to. This is a clip, some footage from a show that I went to in April 24th in Littleton, New Hampshire. Our friends at the New Hampshire Muscle Car Club, they put on a series of muscle car events all through the summer months. And this was their season kickoff on April 24th. And I was able to talk with David, who owns a 63 Nova. And let me pull that up here. Let's take a look at that Nova right now.
Okay, my name's Dave Dulac. First time at this show up here, wherever I am, Bethlehem.
Yeah.
Seems really nice, beautiful day, and enjoying the day with these nice people around.
Nice. So what have you brought here today?
I have a 63 Nova. I had one when I was in high school, and several years, a lot of years later, I bought another one. Because I totaled the high school one.
Oh, no.
New Year's Eve with my wife. And finally got another one and tried to build it a lot safer than it was the last time.
Nice. So a second chance to relive all those memories of the first one.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
It has been built for about 12 years now.
Yeah.
And it has an LS7 and a 6-speed.
Wow.
Enjoy it.
Nice. I'm going to get close up on that engine. Yeah, that looks amazing. 7 liter. That's out of a Corvette, right?
Yep. C6 Corvette.
C6, yeah? Wow. What kind of ponies are we talking about with that?
It gets 505, but it does 460 at the tires.
Yeah.
So it goes good.
Nice.
And 20 miles a gallon on the highway.
That's not bad.
That's nice.
Yeah, for that kind of power. And then have you done anything in the interior as far as any kind of custom?
Custom in the interior. We built a new headliner to hide the roll bars if you want to.
Yeah.
I made the dashboard.
Oh, I see the roll bar. Yeah. Go ahead, the dashboard. What were you saying?
I lengthened it 3 inches. It's hard to notice, but it gave me a lot more room inside.
Yeah.
Behind me, I had to put wiring and stuff.
Yeah. And then you were going to say something back here too. The seats are all custom, or?
These are GTO seats, all chopped and cut to fit.
Okay.
And the headliner my wife and I made, and to hide the roll bars.
Oh yes. Nice.
I got the idea from sitting in a Chevy Tahoe how the headliner went.
Yeah.
And we decided to kind of shape it like that.
That's a great idea. It gives a nice finished look.
Yes.
That's very cool.
Yeah. I'm Dave.
Dave, Mike. Yeah, nice to meet you. What was your name?
Irene.
Irene, nice to meet you, Irene. All right. Take care, you guys. Nice to meet you. Yeah, that is a really interesting. It's really interesting what he's done with that 63 Nova. And it was really nice to meet Dave and Irene at that show back in April. So what do we get next on the podcast here? We've got a 1970 Chevelle, and this car is for sale by Thomas at MGM Classic Cars. Yeah, let's take a look. I'm just looking for the right place to click here. Let's take a look at that car.
Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in here at mgmclassiccars.com. My name is Thomas, and today I have the pleasure of going over the King of the Hill 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 454 4-speed manual trans 12-bolt posi unit in the back with vintage air conditioning. This beautiful tuxedo black car has been restored less than 2 years ago. It has the correct Magnum 500 wheels. Added on were the Firehawk Indy 500 Radial GT tires in very good condition. And what I'm going to do first and foremost is just walk around the car. I want you guys to get the feel of it, all the angles, all around. I'm going to move in a little bit closer on my second walk around and share with you some of the paint details along with the trim and other things like that. But just first, check out how this thing looks. The car is very, very desirable. It does not last on the market for that long period of time. As you can see, the dual sport mirrors, black vinyl top, SS hood pins. So moving in a little bit closer now. All right, there we go. We have excellent bezels in the front, excellent hood pins. The hood does line up pretty good on the car. Excellent front chrome bumper. Grille is like new. White stripes have been painted on the vehicle and clear coated. You can't even feel them. Okay. Moving in a little bit closer here, I'm going to show you any defects, any cracks, any ripples, any defects in the paint. I'm going to point out to you when and if I see those. Okay. So prior of that, all the glass on the car is in very good condition, along with all the trim, the door handles, and the emblems, weather stripping, vertical weather stripping, trunk weather stripping, so forth and so on. So let's move a little bit closer now. Beautiful reflection in the tuxedo black paint. Okay. And let's see if we can find anything that stands out. I will definitely point them out to you guys and gals. Excellent vinyl top. Rockers are rock solid on the Chevelle. Okay. There is a little, let's see here. Yep. There's a little minor ding here on the molding. Okay. Look at that sharp, crisp line here. Well, that runs all the way down the Chevelles. This one follows that body line down through the door and up to the fender. Very important to see those body lines in the Chevelle because that's what makes that back end look very, very aggressive. Rear chrome bumper, very good condition. Bezels as well. Your SS pad in the back here. Your dual exhaust, which are correct for a 70. And that's where you put the fuel in there. I mean, the stripes are not done perfectly, okay? But they're nice. So I'm going to pop the trunk. Look at the trunk line here. Very good condition. Okay. The trunk has been restored. As you can see, the factory GM stampings on the driver's side quarter. All the weather stripping is new. And when I take my hand on the driver's side up here, okay, there are no indications of any patches. So that's all solid metal. Trunk has been painted as well. Check out the passenger side here. Again, this is just a little dirt that will get off the car. Okay. Factory stampings there on the passenger side, and again, I don't feel anything there. The floor trunk looks original to me. So therefore, I'm going to say, in my opinion, this car is a factory sheet metal car with factory trunk as well.
So thank you so much to Thomas at MGM Classic Cars for sending that footage. That is a beautiful 70 Chevelle SS 454. Now, if you're curious about this car, the number is in the description for Thomas. He can answer any questions you have about the car. He also has a more detailed video where you can hear that 454 running, and he says that car really moves. So that is a really neat example of a 454 SS Chevelle from 1970. Now, I wanted to let you know that I'm always looking for footage from viewers, whether the car is for sale or not for sale, doesn't matter. All I ask is that if you're sending me footage, be sure to hold the camera horizontal like this. and not vertical. It's very difficult for me to edit vertical footage. I'm going to pop a graphic on the screen with the guidelines, the video guidelines. Real obvious stuff, no nudity, profanity, religion, politics, any of that. Hold the camera horizontally for a wide shot and keep it under 5 minutes. So it's okay if the car is for sale, but it is a show and tell podcast. So if it is for sale, I ask for you to wait until the end of the video to mention any of the details about price and contact information, that sort of thing. There's a few more details here. If you're curious about it, just pause the video when you have a moment, and you can see all of the details about sending me footage. If you're going to send me footage, let me pop the email address on the screen. That email address at the bottom of the screen is where you're going to send the footage. There's a number of different ways that you can share footage. One of my favorites is Google Drive or Dropbox. And if you're not sure how to use Google Drive or Dropbox, there's a link in the description for a video that explains exactly how to do it. Pardon me. And if you're doing that, just send it to the email at the bottom of the screen there. Okay, so what do we have next on the podcast this evening? We've got some footage from the DRD Photos YouTube channel. Now, this is from a cruise night last August in 2020, Johnsburg, Illinois. Let's take a look at this cruise night. So thank you so much to the DRD Photos YouTube channel for that really awesome footage from the Cruise the Moose car show in Johnsburg, Illinois. Now, from what I understand, they do that car show every week over in Johnsville, Illinois. I've never been there, but from the look of the footage, very much a show worth attending. So if you're in the area or passing through or planning to, drop by and check them out, look them up online and find out the details and drop on by. Now, I'm going to pose a question to you. As I was watching that video, I saw maybe a 68-ish Dodge Charger, orange with some black vertical stripes, and it had a badge on it that said Bengal, like a Bengal tiger. The color scheme is like a Bengal tiger with orange with the black stripes. So my question to you is, was that a factory color scheme, or is that kind of an aftermarket project that the owner did to that? Anybody know anything about Chargers and the color schemes back in the day? I think there's probably a 68-ish Charger or so. Let me know what you think in the comments. If anybody knows anything about this, I'm dying to know what the story is with that color scheme. I really liked it. Very much a cool scheme. Very different. In fact, if you look up in the upper corner of the screen here, the kind of the General Lee orange color scheme, great color scheme. Everyone loves it. It's iconic, but it's nice to see kind of something different with the orange, kind of mixing it up a bit with that Bengal color scheme. I really liked it. What do you guys think? So what do we got next on the podcast? We've got another video sent to us. This was sent to us by the Cojones YouTube channel, and I like the way they've done the caps on that word. This is a footage of some muscle car misadventures there, but for the grace of God, go you and I. Let's take a look at some of these misadventures.
Did he blow up? Oh! Oh, yeah.
We're good.
Oh! Fuck. Fuck. Let me see some action. Let me see. Oh! 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 Oh, did you record that? Oh.
Going to be reeling over this with the higher totals in the lakes and reservoirs and the creeks. And another shot from the heavy rain tonight. We are quiet. It's mostly cloudy. The showers have been missed. Possible in tonight. Cold front moves a little bit around. Some areas will last. The showers will last into the morning hours Saturday. 8.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
I mean, where
Ouch, that was some expensive footage. Glad that wasn't me paying for all that damage. And that footage is from the Cojones YouTube channel. We thank them so much for sharing that footage with us. That was very entertaining and probably very expensive for those owners, not just the expense of the repairs, but very embarrassing to have something happen with so many people watching. No one wants to experience that. But before we go any further, I'm going to show you a graphic here. If you look in the description, there are links to free places on Facebook to view and post cars and trucks for sale. And I invite you to post your cars and trucks for sale there on those Facebook pages and groups. And another thing I wanted to mention is going to call your attention to the rotating banner over my head. If you have a business that caters to the interests of muscle car enthusiasts, your advertising message can be on that banner. In a moment, you're going to see that banner rotate. There you go. This space is for rent. This could be your advertising message. And I'm offering very reasonable rates while I'm getting the ball rolling with this podcast. So if you're curious, that's my number. Give a call, and I will be happy to try and help you with an advertising package, whether it's just the rotating banner or something more robust. We can create a 30 or 60-second commercial for you, and there's some other options as well. But what else do we have on tap for you tonight? We've got a 1968 Plymouth Roadrunner, and this car is for sale by Dirk at B&B Auto Sales. Let's have a look.
Hi, this is Dirk from B&B Auto Sales, and today we're going to show you our 68 Roadrunner. This was a one family owned car out of North Dakota. We bought it from one of the sons of the family, and it's a super nice car. We did respray it with a base coat, clear coat, correct color. They'd used an enamel on it that wasn't quite the right color, and so we redid it. The RM23, you can see the VIN. You know, you can see a lot of it's original there with the dash and stuff. Vinyl top's original. We're going to try to see if we can get some of the stains out of it, but that's 50 years of sitting around. So, bucket seats with a console. Looks like it got new carpet and probably new seats in it. You can see the shine's really good. The car's straight. There's her wheels and tires. Not a lot of flaws to show you. Package trace showing some age. I'll see if I can get one of them. That's one thing I know I want to plan on doing. Does have a new bumper. He had a new bumper and we put that on. Looks like the original trim, you know, with a few flaws on it. But a super nice car. This is a car you can show or definitely just drive and get some a lot of thumbs up, that's for sure. Not a lot of things to show you that's bad on it. You know, from the first paint job, they got a little paint up there on the windows, a typical sign of a cheap job. That's why we redid it. So, like I said, they did a nice job on the bodywork. They just used single stage on it. So now it has base coat, clear coat, and has a great shine to it. So. Any questions, give me a call, 605-695-7391.
So yeah, thank you so much to Dirk at B&B Auto Sales for that amazing footage of that Plymouth Roadrunner 1968. That car is for sale. If you're curious about that car, the number is in the description. Give Dirk a call, and if you contact Dirk, please be sure and tell him you saw the car here on the podcast. And what else have we got here tonight for your viewing pleasure? We've got the one last video. I'm saving the best for last, and I'll tell you why. This is a cruise night I went to about a month and a half ago, June 24th, Bethlehem, New Hampshire. And the sun was low in the sky and just lighting up the cars. They all looked absolutely amazing. You're going to see what I mean here, because this is an amazing 79 Pontiac Trans Am, and the light was shining on it absolutely beautifully. I'm just getting it queued up here, and here it is. Let's take a look at this amazing Trans Am.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Good, beautiful car. What is it, 79, 80?
79.
79, wow. That is really something. Really? So you've had it all these years?
42 years.
That's amazing. Dare I ask how old you were when you bought it?
18.
18. Wow. Those were the days. Those were the days. Now, I'm filming for Facebook and YouTube. Do you feel like talking up any memories you have about it, or?
Well, there's a lot of memories of this guy.
Yeah.
Too many.
Good and bad.
I bet.
Bad memories. Well, I don't know.
It's going to Utica, New York from
It's
Massachusetts.
gone. The Street Machine Nationals out in Syracuse.
Nice.
82. I got dash plaques from her.
Now, did you guys go on your first date in this?
No.
No.
I was only 18 years old.
Sure.
She was even probably 4. I don't know. Yeah, she was probably just a baby. I don't know. But
Now, did the movie Smokey and the Bandit have anything to do with your admiration for these?
no, I just wanted one.
You just want to? Even without the movie, these are hot-looking cars.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. And then I was all about getting obviously the Smokey and the Bandit one.
Yeah.
And one day this color went by me on the highway, and I go, the black's out. I have to have the blue.
Yeah.
So, because this is the only year they made this blue.
Oh, excuse me.
The original
Oh, wow.
jacket.
Wow, just like Burt Reynolds. That's cool. So would this be considered like a sapphire blue? What would you call that? Sapphire metallic, maybe?
They call it Nocturne.
Nocturne, yeah.
Yeah, they call it Nocturne blue.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a sharp shade of blue. I don't know if I've ever seen one in this shade.
Like I said, they only made it that 1 year.
So it's pretty rare, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I belong to a bunch of Pontiac clubs on Facebook, like, Trans Ams and stuff like
Sure.
that. And when I post pictures of it, there's like people from Germany that it's like one of the, I don't know, other than the black, it's like one of the most favorite colors.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is that at that 455? 455?
No,
400.
we have the Oldsmobile motor in it.
Oh. Is it 455?
400.
400?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it have that metallic thing on the dash, like that metallic plate? I don't know what you call that, but
No, yeah, it's all original.
oh, look at that! Wow,
Yep.
very cool. Very cool.
Needs a little bit of love here and there, but
Sure. And the honeycomb wheels. Yeah, that is sharp. It looks good in this light too, doesn't it?
For it, just gotta have it done.
Yeah.
Want it, done by a professional.
Sure. So they'll redo all the seats and the dash and everything.
Yep. And
Yeah.
the headliner, everything.
Wow, they'll freshen it up nice, huh?
Yeah,
It's like a new car inside.
Pretty much, yeah, and that's pretty much the only thing he hasn't done to it. It's
Sure.
got a new paint job, and he actually let the kids do the paint job at the high school in Massachusetts
Oh,
that
wow.
he grew up around for quite a few years. They wanted the muscle car to actually redo and paint, and he let them actually do it, and they did a pretty good job for a bunch of teenagers in high
For
school.
sure.
So they were very proud of it.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
it's
Look
a matter
at
of a little TLC.
that. Yeah,
Not bad for 41 years old.
that's amazing. Those were the days, weren't they?
They sure were. It was
Yeah.
a Smoky Bandit. And, we brought it up to New Hampshire, to our home here, about 2 years ago, and it's not going back to Massachusetts.
Good.
So it's a New Hampshire car now. We just got it finally legally registered in New Hampshire, and he got a special plate on there, RVTA. So
Oh, this,
Rick Berry's TA 79.
yeah. There you go.
Yeah, he was very, very proud to be able to get a special plate for it.
That's cool.
So, but it's his baby. He loves this car. It's been garaged for a lot of years.
Nice. Member of the family.
Remember, yeah, it's his baby. There's no doubt about it.
Cool.
The baby of the family.
Nice. Well, cool.
We'll be back next Thursday, or when the next car show they have.
Good.
So, hopefully over the winter time, that's when we're going to redo the whole.
That interior job, yeah.
Yep.
Perfect.
We're going to have Young's Hot Rod and Customs in Pittsburgh, New Hampshire do it.
Oh, really? They do interiors. Okay.
They do interior, exterior, so.
Good to know. Yeah.
We're going to take all the seats out and, make sure there's no rust underneath the carpet.
Yeah.
So.
And they specialize in muscle cars and classic cars.
Cars and hot rods.
Yeah.
It's Young's Custom Street Rods. So he does it all, and he'll have it all winter probably.
Sweet. Good deal.
Cool.
Well, thank you. It's nice to meet you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
Nice meeting you too.
Yeah, true enough. Very nice meeting both Rick and the missus there. They had a beautiful car, and that's a really nice cruise night. I encourage you to check it out. They've actually had their last cruise night of the season, but they do cruise nights all through the summer months right there in Bethlehem, New Hampshire. These cruise nights are put on by the Above the Notch Car Club, and they feature all makes and models, and it's a really nice car club. I'm a member. You should consider it as well. They've got a Facebook page, and when you are a member, they send out emails with lists of not lists, but announcements of upcoming events in the area, which is really nice. And the location of the cruise night is right across the street from Beach Hill Automotive, 4093 Main Street, Bethlehem, New Hampshire. And Beach Hill is owned by a friend of mine, Phil Bell. He's the one that puts on that cruise night, and it's a really good time. So that is all we've got for you tonight. I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had a good time. I know I sure did. Tune in here every week for more of the same. And if you're enjoying this, I ask you to please share this with friends or anyone who you think might enjoy it. Either share it on their profile or in a private message, however you're comfortable sharing. It doesn't cost you a cent, but it sure helps to get the word out about this podcast. We're trying to get the ball rolling and get some momentum and build up an audience. So if you enjoy this, it's a wonderful way to support the podcast, and it doesn't cost you a cent, but it sure helps the podcast enormously, I should say. And I thank you so much for that. Well, that is it for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will catch you this time next week, 9 p.m., wherever you're watching this. Tune in at the same time next week, 9 p.m., and we will catch up with you on the other side. Have a nice evening. Thank you so much.